everyone. My name is Kelby Watkins, and I'm very excited to let you know a little bit about me in my introductory video. So, as I said, my name is Kelby. I am 26 years old, and I currently reside in a tiny town called Edmiston, New York. It's about 10 minutes from Chobani, the Chobani factory, and about 30 minutes from Oneonta. It is in the middle of nowhere, but it's worth it to work at the school that I do. I teach right at the pre-K through 12 school, just a little bit down the road from where I live in my apartment, and I absolutely adore it. I'm so fortunate to be able to work where I work and with the people that I do. And as you can see on the right, I graduated from SUNY Cortland for my undergrad, and I was torn between Cortland and Oneonta and I couldn't pick which college I wanted to go to when I was starting out as an undergrad. But I did end up choosing Cortland, and when I was due to start my master's, I thought, well, it's only fair that I go to the other school that I was also very fond of. So that's what brought me to SUNY Oneonta. On the left are my mom and my dad. They were both teachers. My dad was an art teacher for 38 years. My mom was a teacher for many, many years as well. She taught fourth grade, she taught kindergarten, and then when she started to have me, my brother, and my sister, and as we started to get older, she started her own preschool in the town of Earlville, and that ran for as long as I was in elementary, middle, and into high school. And on the right, in the cap and gown, is my sister Kaylee. She is 2 years younger than me, and this is actually from her Binghamton graduation a few years ago, but she actually just this week finished her big move to Chicago, right smack in the center of the city, for her master's. She is pursuing a master's in vocal performance and opera. And my brother, Cody, on the right, actually lives right in Oneonta, right on Main Street. And he is a senior this year, and so it's kind of fun that we'll be able to be graduating together in the same year. This is Maggie. If you hear jingling throughout the video, I apologize. That is her collar. But this is Maggie. She is my very bestest buddy. I adore her to pieces. I adopted her when I first moved to Edmiston, from the Shenango County SPCA. And I always say that she chose me. I didn't choose her, because I was very indecisive. I couldn't choose, and I had gone 2 times already. And I went a third time, and we were about to leave, and I hadn't been in one of the certain rooms before. They had been showing me cats from 2 of the other rooms. And I said, you know what, let me just go in here really fast and sit down for a minute and see if anything happens. And I went in, I sat down, and within a minute or 2, she had crawled up right on my lap and was purring and snuggling up a storm. And I always say, the rest is history. She's helped me a lot and get through a lot, with starting my master's, starting my teaching career, and she's been there, and I do live by myself, so she is definitely my right-hand companion. I taught pre-K for 3 years at Edmiston. I still teach at Edmiston, but this year I actually got moved to kindergarten. And these are a few pictures from my class this past year. I have blurred out their faces for confidentiality, but this group of kids was absolutely so special, and I just adored them, and I just wanted to share a few pictures of the fun antics that we were able to get up to this year. Speaking of being moved to kindergarten, I wanted to just quick show you a few pieces that I have put together so far of my classroom. I'm currently not allowed in because it's being waxed, but I was able to put a few things together, and get a few things planned out. I got some bulletin boards planned out, and I have some things in the picture on the right, on the top of our mailboxes, of things that I've been given by students, by my teacher friends, and by students. The plant is in a jar now. I accidentally had dropped it right prior to this photo. And then another few things that I was able to get done. I'm most proud of finally having the space to create a little library nook. So I'm very eager, once the floors are waxed and should be done this week, to get back in and set up that area. But I flipped this bookshelf that has the library label on it sideways and took some old rest time mats and covered them in fabric to make a little bench, and I also contact papered the filing cabinet and the shelf. I also coach modified softball at Edmiston, and this was my team this past spring, and being able to play in t-shirts and masks when it was as hot as it was this spring, I am very, very proud of the girls, and we did actually win a few games, which was amazing because half of these girls hadn't played softball before. And so it was my first year coaching, and it was the best experience ever. A few of my favorite things. I love to play video games in my spare time when I'm not planning or doing master's work. My two favorite games are Animal Crossing and the Legend of Zelda series. And then I also adore Disney, and for a little bit of geekery for anybody out there that can also relate, my favorite show and also kind of my comfort show that got me through some really tough times is Haikyuu. It's a Japanese volleyball anime. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about, before I finish, about how much I am enjoying the program at Oneonta. I have learned so much, and I'm so grateful, especially because in the past 2 semesters, I've had classes about writing and writer's workshop and how to do literacy groups and guided reading groups, and I have built up quite an arsenal of tools and resources, and I wouldn't be able to feel as confident as I am feeling about transitioning from pre-K to kindergarten without the help of Oneonta. So I have definitely been able to apply what I'm learning in these courses into my classroom. And I also have made a little cheat sheet notebook and jotting down the incredible ideas of my peers and colleagues. So thank you to everyone. I look very forward to working with you and learning from you. And I hope you enjoyed getting to hear a little bit about me. I apologize that it's a little, it's not a little over, it's a lot over. But I just like to give everybody a little bit of information about me and talk about and try to help people get to know me a little bit. So I look forward to working with you, and I'm very excited for this course. Thank you.